I've thought multiple times of what I would do to zombie apocalypse: cover the windows, turn on the bathtub.
The point is not to go outside.
Zombie apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse return.
That's the difference. Like you would be, oh, I gotta hunker down. I'd be like, how can I kill as many of these as I can so that I can just spread out my perimeter?
But do you genuinely think you could kill a bunch of them?
Yeah, I think I could. It's like fighting off homeless, bro.
But I'm not. I'm not stronger. Jesus. I mean, in LA they try to bite you, dude. So yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm sorry.
Richie was out and about in LA fighting homeless people.
Oh my goodness.
Back.
The judge is like, what do you have to say? Your Honor, I was just training. My bad.
I was training for the apocalypse.
I was on my training arc. Guilty. All right. Yay. I still have weed.
Oh, me too. I'm hungry.
Me too.
Yeah, you should do it like near the end-ish.
Yeah.
You should just end it.
Don't tell him that he's looking for any excuse at this point.
Nah, I'm not.
Bro, don't need an excuse.
True.
The fuck? That's
All
weak-minded shit.
Anyway.
Richard ain't weak-minded.
Yeah, you're right.
He's just too pussy to do it.
My mom would be sad, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, you're still too pussy.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to the podcast. We are Heard From a Friend. We are three favorite idiots. That's Lee, that's Steve, and I'm Richard. So
Steve.
Yeah. Steve. You're gonna
like
call me out for stuttering? I'm gonna start calling you out.
You just said it to me.
Nah.
Have I been doing that recently?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you gonna call me out for?
Bully him. Do it.
A lot of things. I don't know.
I think it's very good to do that, because if it's
you complain.
if it's a verbal thing, then I'm like, okay, I can fix that. Well, maybe. If it's like, I don't like the way you breathe, I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what?
I don't like the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
You, so
I hate the way that you walk. I
join
don't
the
know.
club.
Huh? Well, to join the club. Do it for some clout, he said.
Is that actually something you're self-conscious about? I was like,
no, I'm just aware of it. I'm just aware of like the way that I breathe, talk, walk. I'm very aware of like how I like.
Yo, my forehead look crazy.
It's the hoodie.
sick.
Yeah. I'm just very aware of that stuff.
Interesting.
You know? So sometimes not as much. So like today I was waiting for like drivers to update because games are coming out. So my second monitor was all fucked up. So I was waiting for that to update. So I'm eating my lunch and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I can't do anything. My browser's on my second monitor. It's not showing it or whatever because it's all stretched or some bullshit. So I'm sitting there, I'm just chewing and I'm like, everybody can hear themselves chewing when they eat food. Like I can hear myself chewing.
I don't hear myself chew. I don't chew aggressively.
I don't pay attention to that. Yeah, no, I'm sure you can, but my brain just wipes it, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You can always hear yourself breathing. You can always hear yourself chewing. You can always hear yourself drinking water or drinking, just period. You just tune it out. That's just a normal like everyday thing that you're like out of mind because it's just so like muscle memory at this point. So I was just thinking about that because I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm eating my food. I'm like, this shit, this just sound mushy.
What the fuck? And
then I thought about how people don't like textures. And then I thought about when I was younger and my brother was younger. Well, still to this day, like with menudo, people don't like menudo because of the texture. But they don't mind pozole. So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Whatever.
I like menudo better.
What the fuck does your day look like? Like what in the fuck? How did you go? How are these thought processes during like the middle of your day?
I was on work mode the whole day, and then I got home, and then it was just like there's nothing to do. I wasn't. I think
your brain off till you get home.
No. It's like no. Nope.
Just on auto.
It's just shower thoughts, bro. But like,
I've never once thought about that in the shower.
You know, like shower thoughts in general. Like, what do you think about? Like sometimes, like that's the kind of shit that sometimes I'll lead into in the shower. Sure.
Nothing.
Bro, just thinking about
I'm
this.
like, I'm the guy in the movie. Oh, the Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme with what's the name of the fucking schizophrenic one? The one that's always on drugs. Is it Charlie? I don't
You got
think
me,
so.
dude. I haven't watched the show.
The shorter guy.
Yes, the short one. I think it's
the
Charlie.
one from like the one from
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, that and like fucking
I forgot what else he was in movie wise.
something boss. The one where they like try to kill their bosses.
I think it literally is called "Let's Kill Our Bosses" or "Kill My Boss" or something like that.
Some shit, or like evil boss or some shit. Like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's a meme of him like just looks like he hasn't slept in 24 hours, like hands to the back wall, and it's just a wall with a bunch of string. Like that, like those detective boards or evidence boards.
Okay. I
where
didn't
they
know
just
that's
have
from Sunny.
strings. Yeah, it's always Sunny. So for me, that's how my brain works, where it'll be like a singular thought in the middle of the board, and then like the strings just start going because there's some connection that just makes sense in my head, and I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting for my PC to update so that I can do something. Because I'm eating, and I don't know. I don't want to eat my food and then just be like chewing. I don't know, just looking at my phone. There's not a big difference on the computer for the most part, but I don't know, like you guys, I like to separate my phone activities, like looking at Instagram or TikTok and stuff. I try to keep that just the phone. And then when I'm on the computer, that's more like go to Discord, look at YouTube, stuff like that. You know,
I get
I
you.
also watch YouTube videos on my phone, but that's like in between job sites, like a 30-minute ride or like an hour or something like that. That's just like when it makes sense. But
yeah,
I try to keep things very separate. So when I'm home and I'm eating, that's like computer, you know, TV basically. So
okay.
yeah, that's the thread. That's what happened.
That's funny. I was like, recently I've been trying to detach myself when I'm like having dinner or like I'm eating. Like even if I'm not talking to anybody, like, or I'm not like, I'm away from my phone, I'm away from like a screen. Like I've actually been taking, for the most now, I've been taking my dinners to like the kitchen table. I'll just eat dinner and chill out. Like I haven't really been like the itch to like watch something. You get me? Like I told myself I want to like slowly ease myself into like that motion of next year, like just like detach, even if it's for a few minutes while I have dinner, like the easy tasks to like detach.
See, that's the difference between your detachment and trying to be present in that moment.
It's not even that. It's just, I feel like I consume too much, dude. Like my entire life is based on a screen, from work to like just this to gaming. Like I'm behind the screen all the time. I'm behind the screen when I'm at the gym, like changing music or like playing music. I'm looking at a phone, replying to a text, all that type of shit. Like lately I've just been like very like I was like, damn, I really need to like pull myself away. Like I feel like in a way I've been feeling like slower and dumber, like in the sense because I've just been consuming like this year. I think I consumed more internet than I have in like the previous years. So like I think I'm at a point where I'm like, I should probably detach just a little bit, like small, like very small moments of my day. Like, for work, they let us use our phone, like as long as we're not like stuck on it. But like, I would like watch a podcast or like listen to this or like have a movie playing, and I'm working and I'm multitasking, looking back and forth. So I'm like moving through my monitors. But even then, like if for work, like I'm like away from my phone. Like I try to stay like off of it. Like I'll play music still, or like I'll literally, now I've realized like I'll kind of just put my headphones on, and like everyone at work has their headphones on. Like nobody, like unless like someone's having a quick little conversation, like a 2-minute like talk to like, I guess, debrief yourself. But I just have them in sometimes just to have them in, like not to like block out noise, like in general, to like block out other people's like fucking typing or my own. But yeah, I don't know. Lately I've just been, I've been in a weird like space of like, more self-aware, better said. Not even a weird space. More self-aware about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, is that your lack of my what I was trying to go to was that when you do that, it's just your way of just kind of having less screen time and stuff like that. And I don't know what you do, in that time, but when I do that, when I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get my phone, I'm just sitting here waiting. That's when the strings start connecting. That was my point, is that you don't schizophrenic mind map. Mine does that. That weird random shit that makes me think, what if ninjas were to come through my window right now? What if there was a zombie apocalypse? What would I do right now? Stuff like that. That random shit. That's what I think about.
Those are shower thoughts.
Yep.
And
I think about them on a normal everyday, like just throughout my day. Sometimes I've thought multiple times of what I would do to zombie apocalypse: cover the windows, turn on the bathtub. That's exactly what I would do.
I only have bathtub.
You gotta water, because at some point the water is going to be shut off. So if you fill up your bathtub with all that water, it's not the cleanest, but it's drinkable. If you just boil it or whatever, if you heat it up.
Oh yeah. But wait, wouldn't the gas go out too? So how are you going to boil it?
Fire. You can make fire yourself. That's totally possible, especially with everything that's in house. Yeah, hell yeah. We have tools, everything. Batteries, we got all that shit. Mind you, of course, that's just like for that moment. But yeah, pretty sure. I got my dad. I got my other people.
You don't have like a water heater? Like a tank water heater?
We're potheads, so there's like gas sliders everywhere, or like these little fuckers everywhere. But yes, we do have a
water heater.
But but that's on the outside.
Yeah, that's fine.
The point is not to go outside.
Gotcha.
Zombie apocalypse return. Dead.
Dude.
Dead.
See,
you'd be like, fuck, I need to go turn it on, guys.
You gotta
just kill them all first.
It's important, dude. It's important.
I guess that's different. That's the difference. Like, you would be, I gotta hunker down. I'd be like, how can I kill as many of these fuckers as I can so that I can just spread out my perimeter?
But do you genuinely think you could kill a bunch of them?
Yeah. I think I could.
I could not. I could maybe like figure something out and try to be smarter.
Yeah, but they're aggressive.
That's my thing. I could be smarter. For
like fighting off homeless,
but I'm not. I'm not stronger. Jesus, I mean, in LA they try to bite you, dude. So yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy, dude.
You're not wrong, dude.
Richard's just out and about in LA fighting homeless people.
Oh my goodness!
Get back! Get the fuck back!
Get back!
Oh my god!
This is our cancel episode.
And then
this is
like,
the moment.
the judge is like, "What do you have to say, Your Honor? I was just training. My bad.
I was training for the apocalypse.
I was on my training arc.
Not guilty.
All right. it's me as the judge. This man's prepared.
Yeah, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a survivor. How can I punish someone like that?
Exactly.
I love it.
But yeah, shower thoughts.
Yeah, that's my everyday. That's my everyday.
I never have those thoughts except like in the shower or at the end of the day when I'm fucking lying in bed. I turn off my phone and everything, and then I'm just like
lying awake.
And then I'm just in my bed thinking like, how the fuck do I get my life together? And then that leads into idea, and it's just, I'll remember this for tomorrow. Completely gone.
I can now tell when I'm genuinely tired, like after work. And I'm like at my desk or even on the car at home, because I do work with my family. So someone's usually driving, or I might be driving, but for the most part, it's one of my folks or worker, and I'll just pass out after work. But I can tell when it's happening because I'll start daydreaming in the car instead of on my phone, and then it'll like lead to like something that's like a thread, basically, like, you know, a shower thought, basically. But then I'm aware, I'm like, you're closing your eyes. I'm like, oh, I'm falling asleep. I can't go to sleep. I want to stay awake, because my thing is I'll just like fall asleep at my desk, and then when I wake up, it's like 5 a.m. and I'm on my desk knocked out because I fell asleep like on my desk, and I just woke up because I was uncomfortable. That's what happened. So yeah,
you fall asleep on your desk a lot.
I do. I do. Yes.
How?
I think this is my fault. The reason why this has been worn down, because I do rest my head on it sometimes. So I'm pretty sure I rub it for the most part, I would assume, but it's just me like this for the most part. And guys,
fall asleep like a fucking gremlin.
Kind of. That's why when Steve was like, we hung out in person like a week or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I'm driving.
Oh, I was talking about your posture?
Yeah, going to a car, and Steve was like, "You got really good posture when you're driving." I'm like, "Thanks," because this shit.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Like the closest that it gets to not bad, like this position, but I know that it's supposed to be like this. And I try to correct myself, but sometimes, especially when not even gaming, when I'm like just like talking to people, it'll like drop down to this level, and it's not bad, but it's like this is where I was at before, and this is where I know I should be at. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, I really balance it out when I have to, because I'm like subconsciously aware of like, bitch, you're gonna have like the weirdest.
How do you sleep like that?
I just straight up knock out. It just happens.
That's
I imagine, like, mind you, I am listening to ASMR or something. So like the whole idea is like
you've done that when we're like watching a movie.
On the movie, that's usually like this because we're watching the movie and I just like lay back.
I know on like the really late nights when we've been chilling like in the past, like I would be like with my chair like this. I'm like this watching, and then I'll eventually just be like.
Yeah, we do. I think Richard and I know. I think we've heard it like once before, like once recently-ish when we were having like a movie night or we were watching a show or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, and it's funny because I know that posture makes me snore because in my bed, like in my bed, like I track my fucking have to track my sleeping, so like it lets me know if I snore, and it's like I just breathe heavy.
You loud like shit.
I just like breathe really heavy, and then but if I'm like at a certain angle like this, which is like when I'm watching a movie, I'm like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally because I think I'm like this and I knock out like this.
Yeah.
But I'll like wake up and I'm like that.
Isn't snoring is like because you're not getting proper airflow or some shit?
You're not getting proper airflow. It's a bunch of factors. Some people stop snoring. Like I know I was snoring when like I was at a certain weight. I was like snoring loud, and now it's like it went away.
I don't think I snore for the most part. I've heard that I'm just like a loud breather, and I have some like there are moments where I do snore, but it's never like I think loud.
Or Richard has like dealt with you and I snoring.
Yes, so that's why I'm like I don't know. Richard could say if we do.
You want me to?
We snore. You and I snore, and the worst part is that we don't even snore like at the same pace. It's simultaneously. So it's like you're snoring, I snore, and we're like that. Because I've woken up to it, and he's just like this. I'm just like, what's up, bitch?
Because I'm so used to when I go to sleep, obviously, like I don't hear anybody else.
Yeah,
I'm used to obviously in my own space. I'm imagining saying with you guys, and then just imagine stereo. I'm laying down, fucking trying to go to sleep, and it's just stereo snoring. I'm just like, bro.
Nice. I know that when I get drunk, I think that's when
everybody.
It's like the worst. I know that for sure because I kill like.
I've heard Richard snore fucking loud when he's knocked out on my bed.
When I'm fucking drunk as shit and I'm breathing through my mouth.
Yeah,
because I'm like,
everyone's like,
yeah, I'm like,
I think that's why I'm not like completely shocked because I have woken up before, like because like I become self-aware by the amount of like sleeping at my desk that I'll do. He's moving. He's
got a sweater on. He's got an old man sweater on.
Hi, Thor.
He's so cute. Little demon.
What?
Basically.
But yeah, I've just been aware. Like I'll like start passing out. That I'm like, I hear the snore happen. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's why I'm not totally surprised because I'm like, yeah, I know I've caught myself by myself. So
I've woken myself up from my snoring once.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember I was really drunk and like I guess like in the morning I woke up. And I heard snoring, and I was just like, "Huh?"
It's like those dogs. It's like those dogs that wake themselves up after they fart.
Oh my god! Yeah,
yeah. This is the funniest thing.
Oh my goodness!
It's like, who did that?
Who did that? Yeah, that was a bad time.
We're 20 minutes in. You guys, please like, comment, and subscribe.
I was trying to say it, and we just got so fucking distracted. I was like, "Oh
the
crap!"
Threads.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, comments, share. And what's it called? Yeah, check us out on Spotify. Where everybody listening right now, thank you so much. Speaking of Spotify,
Yeah.
How was everyone's Wrapped?
I like mine. It was very accurate. I'm not surprised whatsoever. The only minor surprise was the amount of times I did play one specific song from Chaperone, because she is my most played artist of this year. I don't think anyone is fucking surprised. I don't think any of my friends are. I'm gonna be so real. No.
No.
What I am surprised is the song that got the most plays. I'm pretty sure Good Luck Babe, if anybody knows Chapo. Good Luck Babe is like one of her newer, more popular songs.
I was like, I went to your page.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't post mine.
Did you?
I thought that was a pretty close second, but it wasn't. It was some other shit. So I was very surprised. But the music that is on there, I like it. It's good.
Nice.
That is music I do listen to. So
that always fucking gets me, of people being like, "How is this song most listened?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, you should know. You're the one that fucking spent that much time listening to it, or at least that artist.
I also don't listen to a lot of music, surprisingly enough, compared to like you guys every year and anybody else. I'm like,
I have 86,000 minutes.
Mine's 9,000. I feel
That's
like it's
crazy.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird. I don't know. I think I'm just on the computer and I like YouTube videos, I think, a little bit more, but it's never like anything that's like, hey guys, watch us do, like, none of that shit.
Not even in your car? I mean, that's when you listen to music the most, no?
No, because I'm in the car with my folks. So if like a
fuck them, have one listen to Chaperone.
Well, no, that's even the thing, is that they just don't like my kind of music. It's not that they like think it's bad or anything. It's just not their vibe. They like, they like country. They like old school.
I was gonna say
music,
that's mostly the case with like a lot of parents. It's not like, for example, like me and Steve can kind of get away with it because we like Spanish music like they do.
Right. Yeah,
like we're not gonna be fucking blasting Kendrick or fucking Travis Scott or anything like that to them while they're in the car. I'm just saying, fucking naming artists, right? Or in my case, I'm not gonna be blasting Metallica, Slayer, or any of these fucking bands while my mom's in the car.
She's just sitting like this.
She's gonna fucking exercise me while I'm there.
Right.
Just sitting there holding her across.
You don't wear like headphones or something?
I do. She's like, this is you.
I feel like, does your mom have the one that hangs from her? Like, she's like that. She's like holding her
rosary.
Cross? The rosary?
She has some, but she doesn't
just
wear
holding
it all the time.
Listening to your shit. She's like,
I do have headphones. I think I just listen to or watch videos more. I'm more of like, I like visual stuff. Even when I'm listening to a podcast that may be like on YouTube or a I like Critical Role. It's a D&D podcast, and there's like visual elements. They have the actors that are there, so they're like, acting basically for the most part, playing the game, and they like have maps, and then they have like the little characters, and you can kind of see like them doing things. You get like the full body experience, but they also,
you get entertainment elsewhere.
Yeah, but you could totally listen to it audio only, and people do that. They'll like listen to the whole thing just through audio, and
some people can't like watch it.
Yeah,
I think that's
I just can't do it.
That's the compartmentalization. I can't fucking pronounce that.
I think you sounded it out.
You did say
I hope
right.
so.
Yes.
Because for me, like I love YouTube too. I watch so much YouTube when I'm home on my computer, like you were saying. On my phone, like if I'm driving or if I'm on a road trip or something with other people, I will have my earphones on and listen to music because it just feels better, and I can still be aware of like obviously like driving, if pay attention to the fucking road, but also like everybody else in the car. I can more or less gauge like how everybody's feeling and stuff.
Do you know what I think it is? I can't listen to music 100% comfortably if I can't sing along to it or hum to it, and I feel really awkward doing that in a closed car space because I think that's just awkward.
Interesting.
That's just awkward to me. I don't know. I can listen to music and just like, not want to participate, but I don't know.
I do too.
Sometimes I
mouth words. I can't. I don't make audible like
sounds. Basically,
sounds. Yeah, I don't sing along, but I do mouth along.
I don't know. It's a little weird, but I do like the music that I do listen to.
That's good.
So it's just funny that like the sheer difference. Because,
wait, so who are your top artists? I didn't see anything.
Oh, what did I do? Okay. My top artists, like I said, number 1, Chappell Roan, of course. Then number 2 was Renee Rapp. Number 3 was, this one was a little surprising. Charlie XCX was number 3 and Sabrina Carpenter was number 4. I thought that would be flip, but they're still good. And then the last one was Good Kid, the band. And I forgot that I was on that kick earlier in the year. I forgot about that. I feel like that was like last year, but this year's just been so fucking long. So
dick riding that shit.
Yeah, it was good. Good music. Meat riding, band riding.
They're a good band. They're a good band.
But yeah, so that was mine. And then the songs are just a mixture of those artists, honestly. So yeah. 9,379.
Steve, I haven't seen either of yours. Steve, I'm guessing is Drake.
No.
No?
Kendrick.
No.
That
was Post Malone.
So.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
my list. I don't know. Honestly, I was like, I don't remember listening to Drake as much this year, but my list goes Post, Drake, Bring Me the Horizon, The Weeknd, and Omar Apollo.
Interesting.
And then my top music is Birds of a Feather, Patadas del Diablo.
Really? Oh my god.
Magnetic, Dispose of Me, and Waiting in Vain by Bob Marley.
I actually listened to Magnetic today. I hadn't heard it in a little bit, and it played on the ride home, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
But funny enough, those were mine. It's a very, very like solid mix for me. As like what I usually listen to. I'm honestly surprised Bring Me the Horizon was there rather than like Pierce or like Sleeping with Siren, because I listen to them way more.
Fucking emo.
Soy emo.
Good for
my
you,
whole
dude.
life.
My top was Tame, as per usual, but
I'm not surprised.
But I feel like I didn't listen to him as
one day, maybe next year.
He's had Tame Impala for like the last 5 years.
I have a feeling that he's gonna be dethroned.
I think the way that Spotify works. No, the way that Spotify works with top artists is just like, how many songs of theirs do you listen to like throughout the year, right? Because I didn't listen to him like that many minutes. I think I was just because in my playlist, I have a lot of his songs from various albums like on there, and it's just over time. Like,
Tame Impala?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you listen to him like regularly.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's just because none of his songs are on my top. But anyway, Tame Impala top. Number 2 is The Drums, which again, I was like, okay, a little surprising.
That's interesting.
Number 3, Metallica. Number 4, Slipknot. And 5, Master of the Fermenting Dregs.
Yeah, I could see those last 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about your songs? What are your top songs?
Top songs was Close to You from fucking Dayglow. And I will admit that because I was on a hook for that song. It's so fucking good.
Wow.
It's such a good song.
It's a good song. I love that song.
Production wise, fucking just the feel is so good.
Yeah.
Undercover of Darkness, The Strokes. Toxic Brother.
That's a good ass song.
Toxic Brothers by Mother's Cake. That one's the one that I did. I recommended on the show. I forget how long ago now. But a while ago. Good rock song. I Don't Know How to Love by The Drums is the one that made it there.
That's
and then
banger.
The other one, The Adults Are Talking by The Strokes. I feel like that one is just because, again, guitar mostly.
Yeah.
I just like playing along to it.
I love that song. Like I think that song's probably like on a daily listen to me.
Yeah.
But I was surprised. Birds of a Feather came out. I was like, that's my top song. Well, I was like, okay. I was like, cool. I mean, I had listened to it for a while, but eventually I stopped. But I think it almost popped up on like every recommended version of my music. Like anytime I was listening to something, it would appear somehow. I'd be like, okay. But like a lot of Daniel Caesar would pop up for me too. I did listen to Patadas del Diablo for that one was like a really long stretch. Like I think it even said like it was like one of my most listened songs. Like it had a streak, and I was like, yeah, I get that. I was like, I just like the melody of that song.
Cool. Yeah, that was the raps. Don't care if you have Apple.
Yeah, fuck Apple.
Apple's came out earlier than Spotify's. Like
I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah.
Like a day earlier.
Yeah, a day earlier.
Did not even hear about it.
But it's like the only reason why it exists was because people were bitching about it.
I have a friend that uses iTunes and like religiously uses it instead, and he doesn't even mention it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like that embarrassing. Which realistically, it shouldn't be, right? Because who cares what you listen to? But
no,
I mean, no, you should care because Apple, the artist gets more of the proceeds anyways. They get they get a better cut apparently than Spotify.
Yeah, but it's just shitty to like fucking maneuver. Apple Music makes it so hard to enjoy.
No, I think honestly, it's the aesthetics for me. I like the aesthetic of Spotify. I'm not gonna lie, even though it's pretty straightforward, just black and green. But I do like the rap. I like all the nice graphics. I like the mix.
Suggestions.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cool. I like it. It scratches the visual need in my brain. So
did you know that the owner of that company, basically like all his business like ventures are like he gains like all the money and like artists get like under less than a fucking cent per listen.
I know that.
But I mean, Spotify's meant more for promotion for them. Like it's not really meant
not really
in that sense for pay.
That's like all fucking streaming platforms in general.
Yeah.
It's like that's why nowadays the artists always say if you can to buy their albums physical.
Yeah.
Whether that's CD, vinyl, or even maybe just buying it off of iTunes. But
yeah, like the digital version.
iTunes is still obviously Apple gets a bigger cut.
Yeah.
That's why you buy that, you buy their merch, buy tickets for their shows, because that's how they make money more than streams or anything like that.
Sponsors and all that shit.
Yeah. I forget. It's something like classic rock guy. I forget who the fuck. No, it was like Toby Keith, I think, or something like that. Point is, pretty popular artist is in that area, right? And he has a good amount of listeners. Like I'm pretty sure it's like in the millions. That dude gets like, I think he showed a check. I think in total for all of his plays, I think he only got like around $100. I could be wrong, but yeah, they don't make shit from me listening. It's just there so that you can enjoy.
It's for everything that comes after it, I believe, too. Because like when an album, or even before an album comes out, the appearances that you do, like it's on the bigger scale, the appearances that you do and the like marketing deals or whatever, I feel like that's where the money really kind of comes in. The marketing, basically. You know, I feel like that's where you get the coin from.
Speaking
but
of
also
CEOs,
for the art.
You talking about the health?
Yeah.
What?
Did you hear about the United? Is it United Healthcare or something like that?
It's one of the largest healthcare firms.
There's
the CEO of a healthcare.
No, I meant who? Like the WHO?
No, not World Health. No, it's an insurance company.
Okay.
It's like one of the largest like health insurance companies.
United Healthcare. That's literally what it's called.
United Healthcare. UHC.
United Health Group. I guess.
I know nothing about this.
He was murdered today.
Sell it to me.
The CEO
Keep me
was
engaged.
on his way to the Hilton Hotel for some meeting, I guess, or maybe he was just staying there. Point is,
he was staying there.
Point is, he got there in the car. He got out, and as he was walking towards the entrance,
did he get sniped?
Somebody shot him in his back and his leg or some shit like that. Dude left in a bike, and the cops came and ambulance came, tried CPR on him while they got him to the hospital, but he was declared dead when he was there. Yeah, they don't know who it is. They haven't caught the guy.
So,
what city?
New York.
Man,
so,
listen, if you're gonna kill someone and you're gonna try to get away, a bike would be your best fucking option. I'm gonna be in New York. Shit.
So this happened at 7 a.m. in New York today. Yeah, he was shot in the back. Not only did he get shot once, like the guy, you literally see the video of the guy shoot onto. Yeah, there's a video of the guy.
Oh, look it up now.
Like he like unloads the entire gun until it jams. Like he finished out the entire clip. Keep in mind, it's suppressed. It has a silencer on it.
So you can still hear it, you know.
Well, yeah, you can,
I know, but I'm saying like it's not like video games where it's like, nah, bro, you hear that shit.
Yeah, like you hear it. It's suppressed, and then it wasn't even just a regular bike. It was like one of those rental city bikes that you pull out the fucking rack.
Yeah,
and you see him go, and he goes into Central Park. Now, for people who don't know, back in like the 90s and 80s, Central Park was a very big like place where people were murdered and got away with it for a long time because of how large that park is. Like it's it's divided in sections.
It's
like
huge. It's impossible to have surveillance on every single part of the corner there, or every inch.
On top of that, this guy is so fucking smart. They're currently putting up all the Christmas decorations and shit, and in Central Park. So there's a lot of fucking people there, and he just literally went in and obviously blended in with the crowd. The cameras, I'm sure they could, try to find him, but within that crowd size, there's just no way.
And it's funny because here come all the fucking snitches. They were trying to find out which bike he used, the app and all that, to try to track the bike, but it's not those bikes that you've
gotta be a fucking detective, dude. Like, I swear to God.
So everyone's got their detective hat on and they're trying to like figure it out, but it's not like one of those bikes that you rent through an app, like you just pay and go. Those bikes are bought and paid throughout all hours and all minutes of the day in New York, so they can't really tell where it came from. And the crazy part is he didn't even run. He like literally killed him, strolled on out, like he on a bicycle. You see him strolling off on a bicycle. So
Taylor,
like 9 million in his fucking pocket.
Your phone. Don't make a podcast episode because of your Who Did It podcast. Calm down. You guys don't have to figure out this problem.
I just don't think people are gonna find him. He's gone.
You guys don't gotta solve it. Let's be you guys. The reason why I laughed. Let's be so for real. The healthcare system in America is goddamn awful. And if leaders start dying,
bro, so here's the thing, right?
It's gonna happen. People are gonna get tired, bro.
There's a level of chaos that's happening. So first of all, like everybody, there's so many people in the comments of every single like video that pops up on like TikTok or YouTube or whatever. There's so many people just being like, thoughts and prayers aren't covered. I'm sorry. Bro, bro, everybody's counting on it, and it's fucked up because obviously that's a human life. But at the same time, it's like
you're kind of a piece of shit because you marketed it off of this. Like you learned a living off of this.
There are way more people that are unhinged, unwell, and very angry than there are you motherfuckers. I can guarantee it.
So
people are crazy nowadays and tired and very sick and can't afford it.
Yeah.
So based on like everything that's happening, the speculation is obviously was because you see him there. He waited for him. He knew he was where he was gonna be. So it was the entire killing was premeditated.
Yep.
But people's theory.
So my thing is they can't track the bikes. Like there's no GPS.
Oh no. So Steve was saying that
bike?
It's not like an app.
There's not an app. You pay with like you can buy a fucking like a prepaid card and then you just tap and then it unlocks the bike and you can pay for it and use it like that.
That's essentially what he probably did. Yeah, we don't know yet. It's still too early to know.
Why am I trying to figure out how clearly a professional got the job done? I don't know, dude.
Well, that's I
guarantee it was a pro hitman. Somebody put out a hit on this guy. Yeah. No way that it was just a random dude who thought of a plan.
You know what? I bet it was a hitman that got screwed over by the healthcare system.
That too. It could be.
So here's the thing. People are speculating. It's like, you know what? His mom, his daughter, his son, or his wife probably died due to health complications because of this. And then, he more than likely, like the best case scenario of this is like someone was done wrong in his family and it affected him. So it caused him to do that.
Saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's either one.
I love the Wattpad story we were
exactly. Everybody's just making up fucking fanfics right at this point.
It's totally possible, dude. That's like
one, he either got fucked over himself, somebody he loved got fucked over himself, or he was hired by somebody that got fucked over.
Because first of all, who the fuck looks up healthcare like CEOs and tracks them down
their whereabouts by the minute? Because he wasn't even there waiting long. No, apparently he was only waiting there for like 10 minutes.
I gotta watch this video. I gotta watch somebody freaking hammer me, dude. I gotta see it. That is crazy.
It's crazy seeing someone get excited to watch someone get murdered. That is some crazy shit.
I will be so happy to die on the hill of the poor are pissed. The rich should be scared. Even if you had no issue, it's a message. I feel like it could be somebody on top.
I don't think it's a message. I think
it should be. I think it totally should be. We are entering a portion in history, recent history, that is gonna be a very volatile time, I believe, or it can be. people are freaking the fuck out.
There is so much more that happened within the last couple days. The
What
world's
do
going to
you
shit, bro.
mean?
The
Bring it
world's
out for
going
me.
to shit. Exactly.
Bring it
So,
out for me. We're all dying.
South
My
Korea?
brain's thinking about zombies and shit.
Do you-
dude.
South
Hell
Korea.
yeah.
Do you know
under
about
the
South
martial
Korea
law.
shit?
I didn't. No,
So-
they lifted it. I know they
No,
lifted it. I
South
think.
South Korea's prime minister or whatever the fuck he is, he
Yes.
declared martial law
Prime Minister.
because in his mind, supposedly, he was saying that there were a lot of people in their parliament or whatever that
They're conspiring
were
with North Korea.
conspiring and were sympathizing with North Korea, which obviously
Mhm.
they don't
North
fuck with
Korean
because
sympathizers.
That's
in
what
the
he's saying.
South
Spies,
Korean
bro.
government body.
Spies.
That's what he's saying,
Chinese
bro.
spies.
But what everybody's actually saying is that this dude is
Among
literally
Us.
just trying to do a coup in a sense so that he could take complete power himself.
Yeah.
Oh, monopoly over the system.
No, straight
Well,
up dictator.
No, straight out dictate South Korea.
Yeah,
What the Trump?
that's
Yeah.
what they're saying that he was trying to do, right?
Tee
So-
hee.
The thing with South Korea is that they have a policy where if all of the parliament can vote and basically end martial law, and they have the power to do that. But the Korean president or whatever the fuck he is, knowing that, had the army literally ready outside of the parliament office or like building and trying to basically stop the members from going in and making the vote. Like, luckily, I don't know who the fuck it was.
fuck?
Like, I guess there were like people who knew about it or like other officers or something like that.
Oh, citizens.
And they basically fought them off or blocked the military off so that
Yeah,
they could
that
go
was
in and do
crazy,
the
bro.
vote.
Give me the
was
animation,
this giant-
TikTok. Give me the
there's-
animation. I
There was
gotta
this
watch
giant
it.
coup that was like going on basically.
They got
That
in.
is crazy.
There's 190 unanimously. All of them voted to end it. So his coup or whatever the
Sheesh.
martial law lasted like literally like less than a day, and everybody's now fucking like saying
But the streets are
He's
rioting
gotta
in Chicago
resign.
right now too.
He's
Right.
gotta go.
people are rioting
bro.
and shit. So that
Yes.
happened.
Damn.
Right.
Korea. Okay,
Korea.
Got it.
And now France.
French.
French.
Yeah, that literally just happened like today,
motherland
right?
For you,
Yeah.
for you colonizers.
The French, the government has collapsed.
Again,
Basically, yeah.
That part's fucking crazy because
Another-
they're part of
another
they're
time?
part of the UN.
Basically, it's just the whole thing is that they don't trust their next prime minister or anything like that, and they're basically blocking them from like going into office or something.
So
I don't
They have no government basically.
Right, I don't
until
have
all
the
this gets
full-
resolved.
I don't know as much about this one. Point is,
it's okay. They're having another Brexit, but like 10 times worse. Apparently,
yeah, their government is fucked.
Yeah.
A lot of people are obviously on the streets protesting because it is France, and France has a fucking history of not fucking around.
It's getting violent.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So, yeah,
people are tired,
Mm-hmm.
and shit's just I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's a lot of people are trying to test the limits of like how far they can take power.
It's
And
not
I
even
think,
that,
and
dude.
I think
It's-
that
it's
people
just-
are showing them like, no, you can't do that because the laws are there for a reason. So let's chill out.
It's not even that. I think for the most part, because this happens everywhere. Like, look at Richard's like his parents' country. Look at my parents' country. Like, they've been
what I do.
they've been struggling with these like power trip people and like being robbed by their own government and like taking money under the table for all their bullshit and stuff like that. Like, there's been conspiracies and people conspiring against these countries
That's
for
the thing.
generations.
Is that for us? Our home
For the
country? I don't
countries,
know. You
yes.
say it?
For the
Mexico
South
and Guatemala.
American
Like,
countries, yes.
obviously, not the fucking biggest countries as far as like governmental power or anything
Yeah.
like that, right? They're
Mhm.
like
They're not
Everybody-
a world power, basically.
Yeah,
everybody kind of knows that they're still kind of getting their shit
Their
together,
world.
for lack of a better
Yeah,
term, you know? Whereas you look at like
modernizing.
right, whereas you look at South Korea and France, specifically France has
pinnacles
just
of
been around for
cis-
fucking forever, you know?
yeah.
And they just fucking I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like this is like so many fucking times now that they've had a revolution. I don't know. I think we should
Yeah.
take a fucking page out of their book. That's just me.
Just
That-
remove them
that's
from
what-
our books.
That's even what my dad was saying. My dad was saying that if shit gets bad, he wouldn't be surprised if like not a civil war, but something close to like some real nationwide like opposition to what might happen or what could happen or something like that.
When I think about it, and I don't wish this because obviously it would mean violence, but I'm saying look at France's revolution where they fucking beheaded so many fucking rich people and the monarchy because they were just so fucking fed up of them basically
taking advantage and all that shit.
Yeah. And then the main thing is that like fucking, they would, the monarchy would be eating fucking amazingly, whereas most of their people were starving. They couldn't afford shit. Exactly. That's the famous line or whatever. And it's like,
that bitch got beheaded.
It's like, we're almost there. Like, not to scare anybody, but we're almost there where people are like, how the fuck am I going to afford groceries? How the fuck am I going to afford this, and this? And it's like, then you look at Instagram and it's all these fucking rich influencers, rich celebrities, rich fucking government people
benefiting from your escapism from your sadder, poorer life.
Exactly.
But you're still feeding their pockets.
Exactly.
Because that's how the world works and how money works.
Like, I'm not saying that I wish this upon anybody, especially our country.
It would be a whole new ball game compared to back in the day. Back in the day, we had knives and the worst cannonball that you took 5 to 10 minutes to load. Like
motherfuckers were lining up to get shot by muskets.
Yeah, dude. So
blow that shit up.
But I think with that being said, like I think we now have a pretty. I feel like would be a pretty accurate
turrets.
No, I was gonna say a pretty accurate representation of if that were to happen, what would it look like? The movie that's on HBO or Max, Steve, is that what it's called? I thought it was called something else. That shit was good, and I feel like the ending
was garbage.
I liked the ending, but I don't know.
It's a very what is it? Propaganda ending. Like it basically shows a cycle of like, cool. The like it leaves it up to the people. Of like, it became so violent to the point where like the only way for people to really justify their actions was getting rid of the president, because he was the main evil of the plot of the movie, right? For the people, we the people type of thing. But it results into like violence, and the president eventually, spoiler alert, gets murdered. And then it kind of ends like that, but it ends very like, okay, now we have the opportunity to run this country, but it's like they leave it up to the viewer of like,
how does it go type of thing?
How does it go? And then it leaves little hints of like, even though we're doing this, like there's enough evil in our world and too many opinions and too many people who want to coexist to a certain lifestyle and agree to certain things, that it starts mixing with all of them, because they show like, they still show a lot of racism. They show a lot of like hatred. They show a very violent scene of like, basically people killing their own people because of how you look, how you sound, or even like where you're from. And then it, like the ending really shows like government against government type of thing, because it's like the soldiers who were up against the president, and the president's army was still around. The U.S. Army was still around. But it mixes into that world of like, if this was to exist, people are just going to kill each other and not know what the fuck is going on.
And mind you, the movie, just the quickest explanation, the president in that movie is trying to extend his term, basically, and forcefully doing it, committing martial law, using the army for his own benefit to push his own term, and it breaks out in civil war. But the America is basically just at war with itself, and the reason why it follows the perspective of war photographers, basically, and like an up and comer, and you kind of you get like different points in life doing this career that these people are a part of, and it shows the lives and the reactions of people that are living through that time. And the reason why I think what they showed is because of the location that it's taking place, because it's kind of like in the Midwest, not Midwest, but like it's in the middle America. You guys, let's be so for real. Middle America is red as red can get. Sometimes that shit is bloodshot. Let's be so for real. Okay. Yeah. May not everyone in all places. Your town might be better than, I don't know, your cousin Tommy's down the street. Some bullshit. Whatever. You know what I mean? Don't be dumb. They show you some of the some I feel like it would be a realistic depiction of, you know, people at their worst. Yeah, in the Civil War scenario. And there are people that are like, yeah, I think he should go for another term. It's totally like he's our president. He knows best. Like that kind of vibe. And it's cool to watch it from the perspective of the photographers because
they're journalists.
They're journalists. Well, one of them's a journalist, and the other ones are all war photographers. One is basically retired, but in this moment because he sees that as his job. He's a minority, gone through a bunch of those, you know, moments in his life and his own heritage. And then you got the hotshot one, and then you got the up and comer. And it's so interesting to see them all try to dance around this middle ground, but obviously having their own opinions and their own beliefs on, you know, what's going on. But for the most part, you guys, I feel like war photographers are kind of just like more left leaning. So all of them are pretty much like, yeah, this is really fucking, I don't know why he would do this. This is so bad. You know, so it's just really interesting to watch. And I think I think anybody should watch it and everybody should watch it, especially with just how things are going on in the world. I think it's just interesting to see what it could really look like. Cause I feel like we've been taught in school and that it was like muskets and shit. So yeah, I feel like people don't really have a real idea of like what's happening in the Ukraine could totally happen here if shit gets really hardcore and stuff like that. Like it's not,
that's not
it's never well, I know, but it's never impossible for war to happen. Yeah. It's never impossible. It could totally happen at any given time, especially nowadays. So I think it's an interesting watch and it's pretty cool. I think it is a cool
I want to
movie.
watch it just because I do have questions of like how things would work. Like
they don't really focus on like how the world's working. It's very like it starts off very like in the middle of everything. It's already been going on.
Right. For no. What I mean is like, because I want to know is like my main thing as far as the army goes, like does who the fuck gets all the weapons type of thing from that are in the reserve. And
they basically, the reason why it's so like, I think it's army versus army for the most part, like Civil War, because there are people in power and, you know, soldiers and stuff like that see what he's doing as wrong. Like there isn't like this all like clear cut dark side, light side. It's very wishy-washy, very mucky, very dirty, very nasty. Like not nasty,
there's
but
a
like,
lot of,
it shows you like war is complicated, you know?
It shows a lot of guerrilla warfare, and then it's not up to the point where they reach the capital. They reach the cities where it's like it's called the new republic that's fighting the regular US republic, right? But you see them with different badges and different like things, like, so it's like it basically just kind of hints out like there was a collapse in the army and people kind of just, you took over what you took over, and this is the group that has this base, because they're calling like, oh, this base got taken over, this base was able to liberate themselves, so like that's where the weapons come from and stuff like that.
I think that's what like I'm confused about. I'm sure watching the movie it would make sense, but I was just like, because obviously the only thing we have to go off of was the fucking Civil War, obviously the original one, Confederate versus the United States, and I was just like,
basically what it.
But I mean, back then it was a lot easier.
Version of it.
But back then it was a lot easier because, you know, every state basically had their own militia. So. Yeah, I don't know. I need to watch it. I'm very curious now.
It's very good. It's
a good watch.
It has a good pace. It has a really good pace.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's a cool watch.
Not to scare anybody. Sorry if you happen to be like scared about it, but it is important to be aware of what's happening in the world. And
I feel like people that would watch us, I feel like you guys are of the age. I think this conversation it's like, you know, not that I think it's a totally possibility. I just think that having like an understanding of like just different things is good. Like watching something that's just kind of like that might make you feel a little uncomfortable, or something that might put you out of like what you're usually used to. I think that's always cool. I think that's why I like know or fixate on such random bullshit, because I just think it's interesting and it's handy to just kind of have that kind of information. It's not experience, but at least you're not blind to like different, you know, viewpoints and aspects and different things that might happen. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah. And it's more lighthearted news. I almost saw a granny run over somebody in the Walmart parking lot. And
what?
More loss of life.
I was just walking into the Super Walmart over in, you know where, Steve?
Yeah.
And
don't say it.
Yeah, I was about to cross like the driveway or whatever the fuck into the entrance, but out of the corner of my eye, I see the car coming, and it was going kind of faster than, you know, people should be. And I was just like, okay, I see you. And on the other side, I saw some lady walking already crossed, like starting to cross with a cart. And I was like, surely they're gonna slow down, right, and stop. And this car just like literally, this is the lady that had the cart, and then this is the car. It's just like this, like right there, bro. Like they were so fucking close to hitting, and I was just like, who the fuck is the idiot driving? And I look, and it's just some little old granny. I was like, you shouldn't have a license no more.
I think we need to pass a law for that.
Yeah,
I'm a pass a law where people after a certain age shouldn't be allowed to vote, because they're not going to live long enough for the choices to show effect, and to not drive because it is a danger to other people.
I agree.
And themselves.
Yep. There should be a job to just drive around old people and, like, you know, personal cars or whatever. That it's not like a paid service like Uber or something. It should just be like, they lived their lives and they're alive. That's not like their fault. But what the fuck?
Lives in a fake utopia.
Yeah, like, bro, that's not their fucking fault. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Nah,
they didn't die.
Have them pay. What are they gonna do with all that
so
money?
Now they can't go to their doctors. They can't go to the hospital to go to a checkup because
Uber exists.
They've lived crazy.
Uber exists. If you're a boomer and you're listening to this, stop.
Live, love, laugh, peace and harmony.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're just gonna head into final remarks. Final remarks and recommendations.
Wait, do we have anything else that's lighthearted? What else?
I don't know.
Anything else?
I got nothing. Huh?
No. I got nothing. I tried.
Good try. Anyway,
thanks.
Thank you guys for listening. We're headed into final remarks and recommendations. We said our Spotify Wrapped, so I don't know if you guys have other music to recommend, but either way, go ahead, take it, Lee.
Hello. My one song is Moon Love by Chet Baker. I think I've recommended it a very long time ago. I added the song in 2021. I don't think I recommended it though, because it's just like a completely opposite vibe than what I would ever recommend people just in general. Some songs I just like keep in the back pocket. Not even that. It's just, yeah. It's just slow instrumental jazz. Yeah, that's it.
Like jazz,
and it's not even like gatekeep. I just think that people wouldn't be interested, and I don't. And I like the song, so if I show it to someone and they're just like, oh, okay, then I'm like, fuck, that hurts a little, just like a little bit where I'm like, damn it. Okay.
I love jazz though.
Yeah, it's a good song. You
good trumpet jazz. Good. Check that shit out. That's good for just. I don't know.
Soul.
Yeah. Or just like putting it on while you're cooking up in the kitchen or something.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So that's the song. Recommendation. Play Marvel Rivals like I most likely am by the time this episode comes out. Yay. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. So I'll be doing that. I don't think I'll be able to stream it because my PC runs it okay enough. Barely in the okay area where it runs fine. So I don't know if I'll be streaming it, but maybe I will. It's a fun game and it's 6 players, so that'll be fun to play with a bunch of people. Final regards. Do your Christmas shopping. It's December. Oh, yeah. You got 21 days. I don't know how many days from when this is posted, but you got
2 weeks from now.
You got less than a month.
It will be the 10th, so it would be 15 days.
Yes. So you
14
got,
if you're Mexican or Latino.
you got that many days. So damn. Oh my god. I need to do shopping too. So yeah, do shopping. Yeah, I still need to get like some done. Just a little bit.
Speaking of, first of all, I do have something for both of you guys. Would you mind coming out and filming an IRL at my place and sometime in the next week?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Look forward to that. Okay.
Next weekend?
Sure. That's fine.
Or this upcoming weekend.
Whenever we got time, as long as it's before Christmas.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, is the thing you talked to me about?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have other.
I'm in the dark.
I'll let you know. Anyway.
Ew.
That's it?
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah.
My bad.
No. That's why I was like perfect because that was literally, I don't think I have anything else.
All right, perfect.
Just do your shopping.
Steve, go.
I have no music. By the time this comes out, I have already seen Wicked, so I will tell you guys what I think about it.
I think that was good.
I hear it was good.
Shit, Moana's got 221 million gross off of like opening, so I don't know how good that is.
I don't care.
But
I hear that they are releasing a sing-along version
Christmas Day.
Yes, they are.
of Wicked.
yeah, what I was
crazy.
gonna say was by the time I watched it, hopefully there was no one in my fucking movie theater who wouldn't shut the fuck up because I'm gonna throw my water at them if they don't shut their fucking mouth. I swear to God, if I hear someone fucking singing, I'm whatever. I don't even give a fuck if it's my popcorn. I'm gonna throw that shit. I'm be like, shut up.
I heard there's a
Only AMC has it.
the cast
The warning.
No, yeah. They put out a warning saying like,
Yeah. Please
Well,
don't
no.
ruin other people's.
but also
entertainment.
no. But the fucking production company or whatever the fuck, the creators actually put out a message saying, don't fucking sing. If you want to sing, that you will have your chance on whatever date the sing along version
December
comes out.
21st, December 25th.
Love
Christmas
it.
Day.
Dude,
Yeah.
I wish I loved Wicked like that to the point where I could go to this theater and I would love it. I'm so excited for people that love that kind of shit. I'm not into it. Not that I don't like it. I'm pretty sure I would like
I'll
it.
elbow a bitch. I don't care.
But,
I'll smack a child.
Yeah, no. I mean, like
I'll
when
knock
you're
someone's
normally
mom
watching
out.
it. Yeah, that's that is annoying and that's rude.
I'll stalk a whole man out.
But you fucking weirdo. But for the sing along one, I'm very excited for people like that. I think that's so much fun. I'm so jealous that like just for people to have that moment of like, we're all into it. We're all just
I mean, it's fair.
it. That's
It's
so
like
cool.
a fucking Marvel audience, bro. It's the same deal.
Yeah, dude.
It's fair, but at the same time, if the people straight up tell you don't fucking do it,
Yes.
unless it's on this screening or whatever,
Unless it's okay
then
to do it.
you
this
know,
day,
listen
yeah.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I miss a Marvel movie theater when like shit was at its peak. Oh, that was so much fun,
I had a
dude.
dark joke, but never mind.
I forgot to tell you two, and I will tell you two now. And if my nieces, you happen to hear this, if I didn't tell you already, Daft Punk is re-screening their film called Interstellar 5555. Basically, it's a whole anime movie that was made around their Discovery album. Really good. I kind of want to go. Up to you guys if you want to go too.
I'm down.
Be cool. When is it?
I believe sometime in 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm down.
So, yeah. Anything else?
I already did half of my holiday shopping. I started shopping since last month.
Nice.
But just be safe, have fun. There's a lot of weird, crazy shit that's happened around my family, and it's unfortunate. But I hope that everybody else has a wonderful and happier holiday times. I know we touch base on this as we get closer all the time, but there's a lot of like unfortunate situations and unfortunate ones. So just I don't know, treasure them, I guess, because you never know.
Yeah. All right.
Take it away, Richard.
I have no music either. Just go ahead and check out all the artists that we mentioned. I'm sure most of you have. What did you say?
You'll hear it back when you're editing this.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna be really pissed off.
And then you can make an edit out of it.
Nah, I didn't say it. I didn't say it the way he says it.
It's good enough.
Anyway.
Trust me. President Richard, future Richard will do it. I think.
Don't do it.
I don't know the mood swings on this guy. I don't know. It could be anything. No.
Anyway,
you're right. The
what's it
river's
called?
frozen. You'll go head first.
I was gonna say something. I changed my mind. I stopped.
Good.
I stopped.
God damn it. Anyway,
No, go ahead.
thank you guys for listening. As far as final remarks, the world is scary, but you know what? Just take it day by day. What the fuck did he say? I'm fucking annoyed.
What the hell? Oh hell nah. Hey, sign us out, dude. This guy's getting weird.
Yeah, I'm done.
The weed's getting
thank you guys for listening.
Richard.
Have a good one. Likes, comment, share, subscribe. And
Yes.
yeah.
Rate us.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Chew. I almost dropped my later. Chew.